Hi everybody, Yuval here, trying to connect the philosophical aspect of the Torah with the physical. This week we read Parashat Vayishlah, and so many things happen in this parasha, it's crazy. There's Yaakov that for the first time in 21 years, I think, goes back to meet Esav, his brother, whom he ran away from because he was scared he was going to kill him. There's the part where Rachel gives birth to Binyamin, and Rachel dies at childbirth. There's the part where Dinah, one of Yaakov's daughters, gets raped, and the two sons, Shimon and Levi, kill the whole town of Shechem. And then Yitzchak also passes away. It's a parasha full of stories and full of lessons. But one thing that caught my eye, and that's what I want to share today, is that when Yaakov meets Esav, and Esav asks, who are all these? Who are all these children? These women? Yaakov says, these are the children that God granted me with. Right? He doesn't say these are my children, these are the children that I had. He attributes his children to Hashem. Hashem gave him that bracha. Later on in the parasha, Hashem asks Yaakov to build an altar for him, for God. And before Yaakov does so, he tells all his family and his servants to wash and cleanse themselves and to wash their clothes and purify themselves, and then to build the altar. It's something amazing. And it's something that we don't do enough today. I was watching a few of my videos. I don't do so often, but I was looking back at some videos that I've made, and I noticed how my speech has changed. And not just videos of talking about the Drashot, but in general. Also being in the army, I made some videos while inside Lebanon, inside Gaza. And I praise Hashem constantly. And it's something that I did not do before. And it comes from a place of faith. As the Baal Shem Tov taught us, right? He's the father of Chassidut. Right before him, only learned scholars would be thought of as important, or righteous Jews, or Jews with any importance. And the Baal Shem Tov with Chassidut is the one that transformed that whole thought and said, no, every single Jew has a purpose, every single Jew has strength, and it is more so that the simple Jew that does not understand the philosophical, the Kabbalah, everything, the most mystic parts of the Torah, but it's the simple Jew that doesn't understand but just has enough faith that he thanks Hashem for whatever he has. Even when you say, good morning, how are you? Baruch Hashem. Thank God I'm okay, I'm good. And you attribute it to Hashem, that in itself is a very important mitzvah. And Hashem sees to that higher than when someone with high learnings does a mitzvah. Because it comes from true and simple faith, and not because someone is trying to attain a higher level of status or just a higher level of status. So we see that in today's parasha. And Baruch Hashem, I see that with me and how I speak. And it's one little thing that anyone can do. At first, it might seem a little bit difficult. It might seem a little bit awkward. But it grows on you, and it does more than many of the mitzvot of the righteous. So go ahead, ask your neighbor, ask your family how they are, and when they ask you back, say Baruch Hashem. grant your success, your health, everything that you have, every positive that you have, and every negative also. We can get into that later on. Every negative is also a positive. Grant it to Hashem. Bless him, and may Hashem bless you with everything that you need. Shabbat Shalom.